The number of deaths due to COVID-19 topped 10,000 on Thursday. Bangladesh recorded 94 novel coronavirus fatalities today, according to the daily DGH's release. In the last 24 hours, 18,770 people have been infected with coronavirus, added the release. Terming agriculture sector as the lifeline of the country, Finance Minister A.T.M. Mustafa Kamal today said the agriculture sector would definitely get priority in the next budget, while the government would do whatever necessary to make this sector more dynamic. The government imposes a 65-day ban on fishing off the Bay of Bengal to try and preserve the fish stock and boost their breeding. The ban, lasting from May 20 until July 23, is timed to occur with the breeding season. The overall number of global COVID-19 cases surged past 13.8 crore, an alarming figure that paints a bleak picture of the pandemic. Brazil, US and India are the countries which have registered the highest numbers in terms of both fatalities and infections. More than 60 former heads of state, including former leaders of Britain and France, and over 100 Nobel Prize winners called on US President Joe Biden to back a waiver of intellectual property rules for COVID-19 vaccines. They said in a joint letter to Biden on Wednesday. India surpasses 2 lakh daily infections for the first time on Thursday, and the financial hub of Mumbai entered a lockdown, as many hospitals reported shortages of beds and oxygen supplies. The surge was the 7th record daily increase in the last 8 days. Anti-coup protesters keep up their campaign against the military this traditional New Year week with a series of actions and marches. Medical workers gathered in the second city of Mandalay early, but troops arrived soon to disperse them, opening fire and detain some people. US on Thursday imposes a broad array of sanctions on Russia to punish it for alleged interference in elections, cyber hacking, bullying Ukraine and other malign acts. The measures blacklisted Russian companies, expelled Russian diplomats, and placed limits on the Russian sovereign debt market in steps sure to anger Moscow. Athletes have legitimate concerns about the Beijing 2020 Winter Olympics, and organizers need to be transparent in addressing them, says the Center for Sport and Human Rights Chief Executive Mary Harvey. IOC will take the games out of China because of the treatment of Uyghur Muslims. British number 1 Dan Evans claimed the biggest win of his career by beating Novak Djokovic in the last 16 of the Monte Carlo Masters. Evans, who has struggled on clay in recent times, started superbly against the world number 1, breaking him in his first 2 service games.